Whew, man. Oh man, welcome back. Um, seems like I was just live streaming.
Man. Oh man, welcome back. Um,
Hold on.
seems like I was just live streaming. Man. Oh man, welcome.
Echo's crazy. Okay. So welcome back, guys. Sorry about the echo. But yeah, it seems like I was just recently streaming, and I was. We were just talking about what we did a couple of hours ago, and you know, we could have left our night like that, but that's not what we decided to do, right? So, oh my God, so many elements, so many things to talk about. But yeah, man, congratulations. I'm gonna start it off with that. Congratulations, big salutes, big ups to my entire community, all my supporters, my members. What a great cap off to a flawless night. A huge night for us. Epic is such an understatement when you think about it. And you talk about protecting the bankroll, protecting the bag. Today was just another shining example of not only the work, the consistency, but it's definitely highlighting the difference between myself and anybody else. Okay. I definitely took it to the next level today by what I decided to do. And then you cap that off with the way in which Patreon tried to sabotage us today directly. Oh my God. It was crazy. Okay, so let's talk about it. Boom. So we had the Pittsburgh Penguins. That was like obvious. Pittsburgh Penguins money line to defeat the Ottawa Senators. Spoke about that, made a video about that. It's over and done with, right? So we moving on. Now, the decode, the content that was pumped out today, the pick that we that was supposed to be sent out early this morning, Patreon decided to sabotage us. Kept that post from going public for a couple of hours. By the time it did go public, the price changed drastically on the money line, and so it went beyond the threshold that I'm comfortable recommending, right? And the game I'm talking about was the Sacramento Kings. When I initially published that post backing the Sacramento Kings today, they were a minus 155 money line favorite, and by the time Patreon actually released the post, which was several hours later, after blocking me out of my own platform, the price had gone from minus 155 to minus 190. Now, minus 190 games are not games that I recommend at all. I've never done that since the beginning of my platform, since the beginning of my channel, and I did not intend on changing that strategy today. Okay. So what I decided to do was I advised every single member of my community that because of the pre-game price of the Sacramento Kings now skyrocketing to minus 190, we no longer can attack that game with that price. Okay. The decode was still published. The lean was still published of what we were going to back. However, I advised them that pre-game price was an automatic stay away of minus 190. Okay. But because the way in which the universe works with us, how tuned in we are, how accurate we are, and the vibration we actually operate off of, which is being positive, progressive, and humble, the basketball gods, the higher power, the higher energy, decided to provide us with multiple opportunities to take advantage of this Sacramento Kings game. We did not need the pre-game money line price because the way in which the game decided to go was the Oklahoma City Thunder jumped out to an immediate 9-0 lead, which opened up a live money line price for the Sacramento Kings of almost plus 170 to come back and win the game. So I'm gonna say this slowly because I want this to really be highlighted and people to understand this. So by me advising my community to stay away from that pre-game price of minus 190, we were able to take advantage of all these plus money situations, live underdog situations throughout the game, in which I minimized our risk entirely as a community. I minimized the risk because now we were getting plus money as opposed to a minus 190 pregame, which I never recommend. Okay, so we protected we minimized the risk, and now we maximize the profit because every line throughout that game there was multiple instances where you could have took advantage of the Sacramento Kings as a live underdog. Okay, they went down immediately 9 points, which provided us with a great money line underdog. Sacramento Kings also trailed at halftime by 7 points, which gave you an opportunity to jump on Sacramento at a plus 150 as a live home underdog, as well as late in the game trailing by again 5 to 7 points, which gave you another opportunity to jump on a plus money live underdog situation. So this is multiple times throughout the game you were able to take advantage of a plus ROI situation and definitely stayed away from a negative EV situation with that with the advice published by myself to specifically stay away from Sacramento Kings pregame money line price. Okay? That is incredible. That is the true definition of you couldn't have scripted this game any better. It was like the NBA was fully aware of what Patreon decided to do with us today. It was like the NBA was fully aware of what we needed, the prices we were looking at and chasing. Okay. And it was just a great example of some of the themes I promote to my community all the time. All right. It just so happened that this glitch kind of happened on Patreon, but you know, we still continue to do the work and pump out the content and still advise my community the correct way to move forward. Okay. Again, I never recommend spread plays on the spread. I rarely do. Most of my plays, very, very high percentage of my plays are money line plays, which is why this Sacramento Kings game just ended up being cookie cutter, perfect for us and perfect for myself. Okay. I also want to send a big congratulations out, as you guys can see in the title of the video. Congratulations to Mrs. Futures. Okay. She was fully on board and in love with the two-team parlay today of the Pittsburgh Penguins money line as well as the Sacramento Kings money line to win both of those games. And that two-team parlay, even with the high money line of Sacramento Kings prior to the game, brought you a return of 1.5 to 1 on your money. Again, my wife is a big supporter of my work. She's seen some of the amazing things I've been able to do in person, as well as she sees the messages I receive all the time, the positive DMs and tweets, as well as the gratitude and well wishes that come my way on a daily basis because of the work, because of the content, because of the results we're having, and so on and so forth. So she's in there. She's always been there. She's in the background, but she's definitely a true gematria supporter. And today, just so happened, not only was I able to take advantage of the situation, my community on multiple levels, as well as my significant other, my wife, jumped on in as well and was able to take advantage of it. And that's just the perfect scenario. You know what they say, happy wife is a happy life, and that is 100% true. You know what I'm saying? And she's constantly looking for the winners, and we talk about things all the time. She's very, very big on numerology as well as additional things, and she's gonna wake up tomorrow with a nice surprise. A big Kings payout, for the queen. So salute to Mrs. Futures. This video is definitely a dedication to you. Supporting my 2-team parlay today, getting on board with that, and showing supporting your man. So thank you for that. Appreciate that. And just speaking about the game, I'll bring it up for you guys again because I always tell you, you ain't got to take my word for it, but obviously everything you guys can fact check. It is what it is. Let's just bring it up. Here it is, the Sacramento Kings defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder. Decode was very, very accurate. We loved a bunch of things that were on the board for the Sacramento Kings, which were pointing to the victory, which, as you guys can see, was 100% correct. And if you were watching this game, as I was, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are typically a middle of the row three-point percentage team, we're looking like a bunch of Glenn Rices in the first half, hitting every three-pointer they took, which put Sacramento in an opportunity where they were trailing, first quarter, early in the first quarter, as well as at the end of the first half, they were trailing, which was great. But it proved that my decode was extremely accurate. And again, we avoided the pitfalls of, potentially risking a huge portion or a bigger portion of our bankroll. And because of my specific advice, which, I sent out to everybody, we minimized the risk, maximized the profit, and we ended up with a perfect night of 3-0, which was incredible because obviously the Pittsburgh Penguins were successful in defeating the Ottawa Senators, so that was one game. The Sacramento Kings defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder, which was a pregame, which they did, obviously the pregame line, that money line winner, that was a success, as well as an additional any live underdog situation, which just brought home an extreme and very, very lucrative amount of profit for us on the day. You know what I mean? Whenever you can hit 3 individual plays, it's very, very awesome and beneficial for your community. Every win is significant, but when you can have nights like this, it's just that more amazing for us overall. And we take this in stride, obviously moving forward. And I appreciate the genuine support from my community, from my family, the people that continue to show me love, even from afar. If they're not in a position to support me directly as on my platforms, they just show me love in other ways, and I see you, and I appreciate that as well. But the work really, really at this point should speak for itself. It continues to do that. And when we have amazing nights like this, where we're just locking up, live underdogs, multiple different league games. We hit the NHL today, we hit the NBA, we hit a live underdog. That none of that should be overlooked or just thrown to the side. You have to be able to sit back and appreciate these type of successes and these type of victories. And in spite of us making it look very, very simple to do it, you need only to go to another community and see how difficult it is to do what we do. Without taking shots at anybody else, I'm just saying the successes that we continue to have are not the normal for any sports betting or handicapping community. So I do realize that, and I only repeat those things to drive home the point of everything should be appreciated and every win matters. Every positive night matters. And even the advice of myself to tell people to specifically stay away from that large pregame money line, things like that are huge, especially in the long run. And live underdogs and, attacking live underdogs is something I've been speaking about going on 3 years now. my veterans and the people that have been there for a long time are well versed in understanding how to attack that, to be able to process a solid decode and analyze and realize you should stay away from maybe, a not so amazing pregame line and just remain hopeful for a live underdog situation, or at least a better live uh, money line. So there are multiple ways to attack the game, um, these games. There's multiple ways to attack these scripted sports leagues, and we're going to continue to do better and work on it behind the scenes. It's we're never going to stop. We continue to set the bar higher and higher, break records, unmatched streaks all across the board, unmatched win percentages. It is what it is, and that's why the hate continues to be poured in. People throw indirect slander, without acknowledging the huge accomplishments and records that we continue to break and set. And that's really the work of the negative energy. People are very, very dissatisfied with probably their current situation, or their lack of a situation or a comfortable environment, or whatever. There's multiple different reasons why people direct their negative energy towards you, and I understand that. But I focus on the real reasons why I'm here, which is to get this work out to the masses, to wake people up, to show them how these scripted sports leagues are just rehearsed entertainment, to keep you distracted, right? To take away your energy, and keep you distracted. So yeah, man, it's I appreciate you guys, man. Even supporting me right now in the middle, 1 a.m. on the East Coast. I appreciate that. But yeah, it was another great night. And when I make these videos, it's kind of hard to get people to fully grasp, kind of like what we're really doing, because obviously the nature of this business is just on to the next bet, on to the next day. There's always something going on. There's sports every single day, mostly, if you pay attention to all the sports leagues. So there's an immediate, what have you done for me lately mentality, and that's the frustrating part about it. It's never good enough. People are never satisfied, and they only miss you when you're gone, right? But yeah, today was just it was just epic on multiple levels. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Um, David in the building, Zach in the building, Mr. Mabor in the building, Amari stopping by. Appreciate you, sir. James in the building. Great calls today, brother. Keep up the great work. You already know. So appreciate you guys. I'm gonna keep this one short, so obviously everybody can be tuned in. But before we get out of here, this is for the haters. The link is in the if anybody wants to come and join and share some of their insight or perspective, the link is in the chat for people to join up. Before that, though, I just want to show some immediate testimony we received. Obviously, it's late at this point, but I'm always going to post the receipts. So we had obviously it's really, really late, but it's fine. Go to my channel, my community section. You'll see, and I'll probably have some more stuff up for tomorrow. But obviously, perfect skirt comes through, 3-0 night plus a live underdog. The first message that came across was like, brother, it amazes me how you continue to be successful again and again. Bless you. And I appreciate those words, definitely. And a lot of times people just win and you never really hear from them. You'd be amazed how difficult it is to get somebody to even comment or like a video, or like a post, or drop a message. It's very, very difficult. And but I don't necessarily do the work for that, but it's also great when you can see, read, and hear messages like this because for people that are new to the work, when they see messages and comments like this, it just reaffirms everything I'm saying in the video. So as a community, we just become stronger and we attract more like-minded people that are just going to make us that much more dangerous. So remember how important the little things are. And that's really all I wanted to say, man. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. But I appreciate you guys. You already know free money. Yes, sir. Great job, sir. Much respect. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Once again, shout out to everybody, wherever you are, for showing me love. And I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully, at some point, with another great decode, hopefully, and another score. Don't know when that's going to be, though, depending on what I see over the next couple of days. It is what it is, but we've had a great week so far, had a great start to 2023, and we're keeping the momentum going. So I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Victor, aka Mr. Futures, and I go by both, whatever you want to say, Victor, Mr. Futures, same person, so it is what it is. But for those of you that are new, when you hear Zach and other people speak about Victor, that is myself, Mr. Futures. It's the same person. So if you're not already a member of the community, the link is in the description of every one of my videos. You can get in tune. And if you're not already in tune, you're already down units. Sorry to say that. But yeah, man, as we love to say on this channel, Gematria at its finest, easy as 1, 2, 3. And I will see you guys real soon. Salute. Peace out.